Alright guys, I was just doing one more, making sure that I had everything set up for the match this evening. I was doing one more test run to make sure that I have everything set up. So if you give me just a minute, I'm going to test some stats, I'm going to test some different stuff. So I'm just making sure before I call Dice Jedi on the semifinal round tonight that I have everything set up. So when I call him, all I have to do is go ahead at that point and plug him in with the NDI, and at that point all I should have to do is like I said, all I should have to do at that point is plug him in, and I'm trying to test right now. Okay. Alright, so what's up, Thunder? That's what I was trying to test to see if yep, so they're coming in. That's what I'm doing. I was running a quick test to make sure that everything's coming in properly. I have to go over, give me just a moment. I'm just setting the rest of the things up. That way, whenever our semi-match starts tonight, I can bring Dice Jedi right in, and we can go straight into it'll take me just a little bit. Hey, what's up, Patty? So I was setting, as I was telling Thunder, I was setting up the I was just testing one more time before I brought Dice Jedi in. I was making sure my NDI was working and my camera was working. I have a timer over here in the top left hand corner. I got to enter a few stats and make sure that kind of stuff is working. So I'm on my stats, and I'm just wanting to test to make sure that things are feeding in correctly. So I'm putting a 9 in, an 8, a 7, a come out 7. So yeah, things are feeding in. Now I need to go over to this would actually be Dice Jedi's shooting stats, so I just want to test his. I'm just trying to make sure everything's working. Appreciate that, Patty. Thanks, Thunder. So the sound looks good. The sound is sounding fine. So I think the sound's going to be fine on my end. I feel like his should be fine too, but you guys, I have not did a NDI source in just yet, so I'm not 100% confident that whenever I plug him in. Alright, I'm going to put an 8 on his, and then a 9, 3, 2. So yeah, his stats are feeding in correctly. And then we have this one more scene that shows our SORs, and it shows our it shows our SORs, and it shows our overall. So our SOR is the main thing because we are so the timer, let's get the timer, let me make sure. Yep, so it's ticking. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go over to where I have the NDI plug-in coming in, and I'm going to talk right there for a moment. So give me about 5 or 8 seconds to walk over to that NDI, and then I'm going to talk from there, and I'll be back in a few.
So what's up, guys? So what I'm trying to test, can you hear me talking here? If you can hear me talking here, this is the NDI plug-in that I'll be feeding Dice Jedi's source in with. So if you can hear me talking here, you're going back to the other screen now where I can see the comments.
Okay. Oh, you can hear me? Okay. So I sound further away in the sense of but if you can hear me, I think that's just a volume that I have to adjust. And once I get him fed in, because see right now, I can't bring that phone in too close because it will do a lot of feedback, and it'll get to buzzing. So I think it's more or less just a volume setting, if you can hear me. That was the main thing that I was curious of, if you can hear. So he would be talking there. And then my only other thing is, I'm not 100% certain that I'll be able to hear him, but that's why I told him I would call him, you know, like I told him that I would call him, you know, at about a quarter till or something in that, and then that way we could get everything going. I've got an update showing on my phone. I mean, on my computer now, that it's wanting to do an update. So I don't want it to do an update. If it updates now, it could cause. So I don't want that update to come through right now. Maybe it won't. So that the screen here that you should be seeing. Okay, thanks for the thanks for that. I might set my. I'll probably set my bankroll right in this area, maybe. I think it's fine here. It's where I normally keep it. It's just the issue would be the comments. But I can slide it up there. My bankroll, I mean, this is on an honesty basis anyway. I mean, true enough, we're trying to slide the dice back and show them to the camera, but you know, anybody could slip up and slip in an extra couple of hundred. I mean, who's gonna? I mean, I don't think that nobody has any reason to cheat. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not really worried about these chips. They're where they are. I'm just going to leave them right there because that's kind of where I'm normally used to them shooting from. And at the end of the game, I'll count them up. But yeah, like I said, I was just doing some last minute tests. I'm going to call him at about 20 to 6 or 20 to 7 Eastern time, which is only 6:08 Eastern time right now. So I got about 30 minutes. I'll call him. I'll get him on Skype, and then I will plug him into the OBS, and I'll make sure that I can hear him, he can hear me. I'll make sure that he understands how these stats are working, which they're pretty simple. You know, I've got stats going on both pages. I've got his stats going up on that scene there. That's more or less like when he's shooting. I got stats going up on this one when I'm shooting. That way it keeps two different sets of stats. And then whenever we want to look at the overall, I have it here. And like I said, I got the timer up. So yeah, so things looking, I think, fine. Just wanted to make sure, I wanted to run one more test through there before I actually contacted him. And that'll be in about 30 minutes. But yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all tuning in and helping me with the testing. And I'll be back on in a little bit, you know, maybe around about, we're planning on getting all the tests done. I hope I can get all the testing done in about 15 or 20 minutes and get him set up, because all I have to do is call him and plug his NDI in to where I've got my NDI plugged in right now on my screen that's pointed outside. And our plan is to go live at 7 Eastern. We have an hour-long rolling match, an hour-long to shoot. And then, of course, you know, I don't know why that camera outside, I think it just has to be in the camera, but it keeps changing sizes. I don't know what that's all about. If I widen it up, it might change to big. I don't know. But either way, we'll have, yep, see, it just changed again. I don't know what it's doing. It's acting stupid. I'm hoping that's just something in my phone, because that's just my phone that I have running through an NDI. And I hope I don't have that issue when I have him on. But if I do, we just have to deal with it as we go. But the match will be an hour long worth of shooting between us both. we will do all the preliminary work, like see who shoots first and all that before we start the timer. Now we might do all that live when we come on. We might start at 7 and take the first 5 minutes for the introductions and the one road, see who gets the first shot, and we'll talk about the rules and make sure we both understand and we're both on the same page of the rules. And once we're ready, I'll hit the timer and we'll get to rolling. And then you know, good luck to him, good luck to myself. And then on that, after that, you know, after the hour's gone, we'll tally up where we stand. And after we do the tallies, we will we'll declare the winner, and we'll have a brief intermission for probably 45 minutes, because the second match, the Bird Dog and Low Rollers Croups match, will be on at 9 Eastern. So this one starts at 7 Eastern. It's an hour long, you know, give or take 15 minutes for the introductions and the coloring up, and then Bird Dog and Low Roller. So yeah, so you know, I just encourage everybody to tune in for this match at 7. Tune in for Bird Dog said he was going to host if he could have his OBS functioning properly. But if he has some problems, I'll definitely be on standby. If he wants to, if he wants me to do it, you know, I could contact them both. I could call them up at about 15 or 20 till 9, and I could get both of their scenes put in, and I could reset the stats and, you know, just go right into theirs and host it on my channel. So it will be up to them, but I think, as far as what I've seen, Bird Dog said he was going to be hosting his own, and I haven't seen anything different. I've been monitoring the chat most of the day, or I monitor the chat most every day, but I haven't seen anything different. The chat's been kind of relatively quiet today. So, you know, I guess the plan is right now that he is hosting. But yeah, that's kind of what we said. And this is a semifinals match, so we'll be having a $4,000 bankroll, and we will play till 60 minutes exact. Once 60 minutes is there, the dice are stop. You just dead stop. All contract bets are lost at that point, but all non-contract bets can be recovered, and then you tally up. So you know, that's a little bit of a different scenario on the other rounds. The other rounds, you continue shooting. Whoever's shooting, when the time limit goes off, you just continue shooting. That person continues shooting until they 7 out. So, you know, that's the only difference in this, other than the bankroll. The bankroll is a $4,000 bankroll. So, now
the Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Now, I don't know what's happening right there, but my speaker decided it was going to connect. That might be why I thought I couldn't hear nothing earlier. But it is showing that it's connected now, so, you know, I don't know. Yeah, that's part of the rules. Any contract bets that are down when the 60 minutes is up, they are lost. But if you say, you know, if I had a $50 com bet with say a $50 set of odds, the odds are not a contract, so I could recover the odds, but the $50 contract bet would be gone. The com bet would be gone. So yeah, just the way it is. I'm hoping